Hello and welcome to ICDI Presents Image Banani here, the first ever image management show on television where 5 participants who have been chosen from all over the country will go through a complete image transformation over a period of 4 days. We will showcase the complete process, which involves several sessions and will eventually enable people to become more successful in their personal, professional and social lives. We all carry certain skills, abilities and experience, but people often judge us by what meets the eye. People decide everything about us within seconds based on the first impressions that we create. And managing your image is the only way to create a powerful first impression when you meet someone. Now let's meet the 5 chosen participants.
नमस्ते, मेरा नाम नीलम लोखंडे है। मैं मुंबई शहर से हूँ। मैं टीवी इंडस्ट्री में एज अ कास्टिंग पर्सन काम कर रही हूँ। मेरी एवरीडे लाइफ में मैं काफ़ी लोगों से मिलती हूँ जो टीवी पे आना चाहते हैं। उसी की वजह से मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि मुझे और थोड़ा वेल ग्रूम्ड होना चाहिए। इमेज बनानी है, मुझे एक प्लेटफॉर्म दे रहा है कि मेरी पर्सनालिटी एज अ फर्स्ट इंप्रेशन काफ़ी अच्छी पड़े उन लोगों पे, ताकि उनको भी एक प्रोत्साहन मिले इस फील्ड में आने का और प्रॉपर्ली ग्रूम रहने का।
Hi, I'm Sonam, a physiotherapist from Mumbai. My goal is to be able to connect well with people and build confidence in their lives. Hence, I decided to participate in the show Image Banani here.
Hello, my name is Ganesh Bhatt. I am a career counselor, management consultant and a corporate trainer. My most important ambition in life is to be a global player in professional training and counseling. इसीलिए मैंने इमेज बनानी है शो में हिस्सा लिया है.
Hi, I am Meghashri and I am 29 years old. I am a Bangalorean. I love baking, cooking. I love making chocolates. I am participating in Image Banani Hai show to be more confident and outgoing. At the same time, I want the outsiders to have a better image of me.
I am Neeta. I am presently a homemaker, a mother of 2 kids. मैं बच्चों के साथ सारे वही काम करती हूँ जो कि एक homemaker से expected होते हैं. Now my kids are grown up and I can pursue a full-time profession. For that, I needed to have a right kind of an image. So Image Banani Hai is the right kind of platform which will help me build my image and achieve my goal.
These participants will now go through a lifestyle evaluation process. Lifestyle evaluation is extremely essential to know your everyday activity and the average time spent on them. In this segment, we would also introduce a concept of style scale. We will also make them aware of their clothing values and how to track their weekly activity so that they can plan their clothing budget accordingly. Now, Meenal Sujan, Devanshi Gandhi and Sunil Kinney, our image consultants, will take our participants through the lifestyle evaluation process.
We're going to do lifestyle clinic with you first.
Okay.
Where I'm going to try and understand what do you do throughout your day.
Okay.
I'm going to try and understand your roles and goals.
Okay.
I'm going to make sure that you also come across as you want to come across.
Okay.
Image is all about perceptions.
Yes.
Yeah.
It
To
is.
you first and to others afterwards.
Yes.
So we're going to do that first.
Okay.
Right? Suppose you could tell me what do you do in the mornings. What time do you get up? Early riser?
Not exactly. I don't love to get up, but then yeah, I have my responsibilities at home, so I do get up early in the morning. Yes.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Fantastic. So what time?
Maybe 5:30. Yes.
5:30?
Yes.
That's nice. And then you sort of get dressed. What do you wear in the mornings when you go out first thing?
Yeah, then I just wear those pajamas, track pants and t-shirts maybe, because I need to get up 5:30 in the morning, then make my son ready for the school and then drop him at the bus stop at 6:30. Sometimes I even wear formals when I meet them at the school level, teachers ke saath mein, so it's like sometimes.
Today you're going to be very surprised. In Indian attire also you can wear very formal clothes.
Okay.
Okay, so Western is amazing, it's very good,
Yeah.
but there is a solution for an Indian woman also.
Okay.
Yeah, so we're going to look into that also. Most often than not, people are confused between what to wear at the most formal occasions and the most casual occasions. Here's an answer to all of that. One of the senior most image consultants across the world, Miss Judith Rasband, has devised, has created a personal and a professional style scale which tells us the difference between the most formal, the less formal, informal and the casual. So here's the wonder tool for you, a personal and a professional style scale.
Style scale tells us about the different messages being sent by clothes at different levels of dressing. There are 4 levels of dressing and each level is defined by a cue and sends across a different message to the wearer as well as others.
Now that we've understood the professional and personal style scale in theory and pictorially, let me take you and show you some clothes and accessories which will further clarify to you how this works. We are here to understand this professional and personal style scale a little better. Now, like we understood, the dark, duller colors are higher on authority. Yes. So here the first scarf or the stole which I have for you is a solid color.
Yeah, plain,
totally plain. So that will be high on authority. If I want to be the most authoritative, I will wear the match suit and my message is probably most authoritative. If I want to be a little less formal than that, I will wear a matched jacket layer. Maybe it is Indian or Western. Okay.
Yes, yes.
And I want to be a little informal. I will probably wear a shirt with a collar or an Indian tunic with a collar.
Yes.
And I am most casual at level 1, where I don't have any collar.
Yes.
Let's all enjoy the personal and the professional style scale much better. For each and every role and goal of ours, send the right messages through the right cues and always have a winning image. We feel that she should have more tailored elements in her clothing.
Before attending the session, I was not having the idea totally that clothes also communicate in some way or the other.
So today we are going to have a discussion and an understanding of your clothing values.
Okay.
This has got a direct relation with your general values. Knowing your clothing values is extremely important because if your clothing values do not connect and relate to your general values, there can be a conflict in choosing your clothes.
Okay.
And this might not suit your personality and it might not portray your image inside out. Because here we are trying to show that your image is inside out. So your general values and your clothing values need to come together and need to be in sync. So we are going to start with an activity called the value sorts.
Okay.
Here I'm going to hand you over these cards and request you to arrange them in order of priority.
Okay.
So please go ahead. Now that you've arranged the cards as per priority, we're actually going to discuss and you are going to find out as per priority what exactly do you keep in mind when you're buying clothes.
Okay.
The first one, it says creative. So for you, having a creative angle is very important in your values when you're buying clothes. If I were to culminate all your cards together in terms of priority, the first one being creative and the last one being religious or modest value, it is definitely quite a distinction between the first and the last. And this is what you keep in mind when you're selecting your clothes. Now that we've come and had a culmination and you've got to know what are your clothing values as per priority, you will now keep these values in mind when you're going out there and buying clothes.
Okay.
They were probably always there in your mind, but now I've actually put it in black and white for you. If you follow this, I'm sure you will manage to get an image that is inside out. So your values and your clothing choice are put together in terms of your clothing values.
I see.
He needs clothes that look good on him, but at the same time are value for money. Whereas he's lowest on modesty and social acceptance. So this enables us to give him a good balance.
And it has really helped me now to evaluate what kind of clothes I am supposed to wear, which occasion and what type of clothing are most suitable.
This concept of yin and yang came from an ancient Chinese concept where they described two people who were extreme opposite characters in nature, which were yin and yang.
Come on everybody, Image Banani.
Welcome back to ICBI Presents Image Banani here. So before the break, the participants have undergone communication of clothes based on style scale and the various messages being sent by clothes at different levels. They also went through value sort activity which identifies the clothing values of a person. Now we will see the lifestyle percent activity which enables us to distribute the clothing budget so that we are never in a situation where we do not have clothes to wear for an important occasion.
Hi Megashri.
Hello, sir.
Today what we are going to look at is your week at glance activity evaluation in terms of what you typically do in a day and then obviously throughout the week, and then arrive at some sort of a activity chart which sort of shows us what percentage of activity comprises what portion in a particular week. So can you tell me what you really, how do you spread your activity in a day in terms of number of hours? Let's say if I ask you in a day, how do you, 24 hours, how do you break it up, if I can ask?
My day on a Monday to Friday usually starts at 6 in the morning. 7 o'clock I head to gym. It's an 1 hour thing. Also, other than that, the rest of the whole day is at home. Also for that I have to go out for purchasing vegetables.
That's a casual away which we call in our terminology.
It's a casual away.
And what about in a day if you are going out, let's say it's a picnic you are going or you are going for a brunch. So how many times does that happen in a week?
It would be only limited to Saturday and Sunday only.
So Megashri, we have by and large arrived at your weekly distribution in terms of an activity and how much time you spend on each of the activities. On the basis of that, we need to allocate your wardrobe budget so that you spend sensible portions of your budget on activities which you are majorly involved into. And that has to be the dressy day and dressy evening where your major portion of your time goes entertaining with friends and relatives and going out with your husband for cocktails and dinners and parties with his bosses and things like that to entertain. And I think you should spend more budget in terms of dressy day, dressy evening, and I would give emphasis to your gym and fitness which you are so passionate and you spend 2 hours every day and Saturday, Sunday 1 hour. I think you need to have better quality clothes in terms of your track pants, in terms of your t-shirts and jumpers, so that you are more inspired and more involved in the entire fitness program. I think we will look at that. And we, as far as casual away and casual at home is concerned, since you are going to be in the society complex, if I may use the word lazing around at home, I don't really think you need to have that great quality in terms of clothes. So you can manage with, I'm not saying it should be shabby or low quality, but reasonably adequate quality of clothes will do good enough. So that's what I would recommend.
Got it.
Thank you very much. I recommended to her as to what would be the approximate budget for each of the activities, considering the fact that she is a homemaker. The breakup of the budget should be in consonance with her lifestyle and the activities which she does in a day and typically in a week as well.
I have also learned that I have to plan my clothing according to the occasions that I have in my life.
Now that the participants have gone through the lifestyle evaluation, they've also understood the importance of appropriate clothing as per roles, goals, occasions and activities, their clothing values and understanding the way to create clothing budget. Now we move to the next segment called the personal style. Knowing your personal style means identifying the real and authentic you. This is first done through a Chinese concept called the Yin and Yang. Now today we are going to identify that how does this concept work for every individual.
I'm giving you this small exercise for you today for us to see how much we can understand the yin and yang concept, right? And you need to pair them up. They're all in pairs. Okay? Yeah, go ahead. this concept of yin and yang came from an ancient Chinese concept where they described two people who were extreme opposite characters in nature, which were yin and yang. Now, yin is someone who's extremely receding, receptive, and subordinate traits in nature. Yang is someone who's extremely bold and daring. See, what happens most of the time is often a person's physical traits is in conflict with what the personality traits are. And it is very important for a person's inner image to reflect the outer image, and that needs to be in harmony.
Yin and Yang is the ancient Chinese concept which explains the characteristics of people with yin and yang qualities. All objects, whether living or non-living, have these traits.
I hope you've understood this yin and yang concept, Neelam, and how you can associate yourself with the yin or the yang traits further when you do the personal style evaluation.
Okay.
Right? Okay. It was a perfect balance between what romantic and classic is, and she really understood it further when we explained, or we did the sort activity where she understood that yin and yang elements existed even in the non-living objects.
Today I have learned a totally new concept of yin and yang. I have understood that there are different personality traits in everyone, including me.
As far as image consulting is concerned, we actually have a personal style continuum. So we're going to see where you fit in that continuum.
Come on everybody, Image Banani.
Welcome back to ICBI Presents Image Banani here. So in the previous segment, the participants have understood the different personality traits and have moved one step closer to identify their personal style. Now we move to the next level where we identify their personal style. This is a complicated process, and only an expert image consultant has the required tools and the ability to identify their personal style on an individual basis.
Today we're going to do something which is called personal style. I'm going to give you a copy of the same form that I'm going to be filling in for you. So you don't have to fill in anything. You just can read along with me. I think it just makes it easier.
Okay.
And lots of questions, okay? Why am I going to ask you these questions? To evaluate your personal style. As far as image consulting is concerned, we actually have a personal style continuum. So we're going to see where you fit in that continuum. And based on yin and yang, are you more yin? Are you a softer person? Are you a stronger person? Are you a more dominant person? Are you a more submissive person? Please understand, there is nothing right or wrong about this. How about professional situations?
Through these relevant questions on personality characteristics, we are trying to evaluate Sonam's personal style, which is authentic and not a make-believe. By identifying personal style through evaluation tools, one gets complete clarity on your personal likes, dislikes, as well as dominant traits. This session helps in knowing yourself completely by bringing out the real you.
Now, physically and in a lot of aspects of your clothing, you are much more yin. There are certain personality characteristics of yours, like you said, you're very stubborn, you're quite forceful when it requires you to be. You do have some yang traits. What we really needed to do is work on her confidence building and make her look a little more professional in terms of her clothing. And I think we've managed to achieve that.
Tara has helped me to infuse more of yang characteristics in my personality style, which will help me in my professional and personal life ahead.
In this episode, the participants learned two very important factors to create a winning image. And these are lifestyle and personal style. The whole idea is to empower people so that they can implement these concepts all their life. Watch out for the next episode of Image Banani Hai, which will deal with color analysis and body shape evaluation. So after learning how to be appropriate and authentic, now it's time to learn how to appear attractive.